All right, guys, welcome back to the first time back in over a year to the 3count podcast. This is Big Papa Trav,
What's up? I'm Grant.
and we're coming back to you guys. We know we're slack. We know we slacked off you guys, and we're back on it. We're gonna be back, better than before, guys. So So tonight's episode of SmackDown is where we're starting back. We just coming back to you guys, and we wanted to start with tonight's episode of SmackDown. So this episode of SmackDown started off with the Miz and Morrison doing their dirt sheet. Coming off with they little yappy yap bop bop bop. Going off on Otis and whatnot. And I really liked how SmackDown started off. I mean, it started off with some fire, man. You know what I'm saying? I really liked this episode of SmackDown. It was just
I love the sketch at the beginning.
yeah. It was the
really
energy.
good.
It was really fire. It was a really quick episode of SmackDown. Like, I mean, it was the same amount of time, but it rolled by so quickly, and I think that just shows a good episode. Did it have filler? Yes. But all in all, I think it was one of the better episodes. It showed a good transition of where they're going. You know what I mean? And wanting to be like, I want to see more. I want to see more. Stop going to give me more. Like, with Alexa Bliss, I want to see more of Alexa Bliss. I wanted to see more of that. I wanted
really
to see
excited
more.
for.
I wanted to see more of the Bailey and what's her name? I'm drawing a blank today, man. I'm drawing a blank. Maybe it's just
Nikki Cross, right?
no,
Nikki
not
Cross?
no Bailey and Sasha
Oh no,
Banks.
Bailey and Sasha Banks. My bad.
I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more of that. Like,
Let's see
I wanted to see that. I wanted to see give me more. And so that's the good sign of they're doing something right on SmackDown. And I just 100% enjoyed the show. I think it was filled with a lot of good versus bad on this show. There was the return of Big E in 2-3 weeks, so that was good. I love my boy Big E. I wish that they had more for him. I don't know where they're gonna go with this story. If they're gonna push him into a story versus Sheamus, I think that's where they're heading versus the title. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I forgot when he came in, but wasn't it later?
Well, he came in when he returned back to jump Sheamus because Sheamus jumped, had him jumped and took him out the title picture, and that's why Jey Uso took the spot to a couple weeks back to take the spot because Big E got hurt because Sheamus jumped him because
I feel like
security guard set him up.
Yeah, actually, I think this is pretty obvious, but to me, it seems like there's tension between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, and there's something that's gonna happen there for sure.
Oh yeah, they're definitely setting that up. That's a question. That's not even a question at hand. Like, Roman's definitely gonna turn on him. Like, it's supposed to be family, blah blah blah. But I think that Jay's gonna get super close to beating him, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh well, you didn't beat me, blah blah blah," and then Jay's gonna be like, "Oh well, I almost did, got like that close, I almost beat you, Roman," and then it's gonna lead to a whole thing, and maybe a match at a regular pay-per-view and not just a Clash of Champions or whatever, and then it's gonna maybe lead to a big family feud and a split and a riff or something.
Yeah, I liked how it had a little like history recap. Like in the WWF, it was like it was kind of like it was being set up for like over 40 years or something, even though it really wasn't. I kind of like how they did that. I really wish they did more stuff like that. Depends how many wrestlers now had family back in the WWF.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, you know, before the Attitude Era or in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that was definitely a good thing to give, like the kind of family history. The breakdown kind of solidifies more of the you know the background of things and where they're going with this storyline. So yeah, that was sort of dope. I like that. I like that. One of the things though that I hope that WWE doesn't drop the ball on is what they're doing with Alexa Bliss. Like they're giving us a thing that she's going towards, you know, being with the Fiend or maybe being on the Family Funhouse or something in allegiance to being with Bray Wyatt. And WWE is notorious for setting us up
and just dropping it.
Yeah, and just dropping the storyline just out of the blue. They did it with the hacker. They've done it with
a lot of people off.
Yeah, I mean, like back in the day, they did it with GTV, which is sort of like the hacker, and so it's just something that I just hope that they don't do, because
that's one of the better storylines they got going for them. So if they drop one, at least like drop a bad one, you know, one that's not working out so good.
Yeah, like I mean,
take one out of Raw if you need to. Like I really feel like SmackDown's like a lot better than Raw right now, and it used to be different.
Yeah, I just hope that they don't do that. I mean, like they just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like I just hope that they need to do something. I mean, since they pulled Paul Heyman from Raw, I feel like Raw's really gone down. Really gone downhill a lot. Paul Heyman was really a big force behind a lot of the storylines, a lot of the pushes. Was gone. A lot of those pushes got stopped. You know what I'm saying? A lot of characters got dropped, and like Shayna Baszler, she was a Paul Heyman project. You know, she got dropped for a long time. She disappeared. They didn't know what to do with her because she was a Paul Heyman project. And now they got her teamed up with, you know, as tag team champ, of course, which looks like, you know, sometimes that's what they do is they just pair people up that they have no idea what to do with, and they put them in a tag team, and well, they made her tag team champion. I think maybe one of the things that they're probably going to end up doing is somehow getting her to go against Asuka, maybe, and make her champ or whatever. I don't know. I hope they don't pull the belt off Asuka because she's definitely somebody that deserves the belt. Like, I love Asuka.
Oh, also, I heard Alexa Bliss has like a podcast now or something.
Yeah.
I have to give that a listen sometime.
Oh,
actually,
you
I
haven't
don't even
listened?
think it started yet.
I think it did. I haven't listened to it. Yet. I think it just started. Like this week, maybe. I think it started on the 12th. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's a new popular thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, especially in these times, you know, just sitting at home, you know, doing nothing. Well, I mean, she's not sitting at home. Obviously, she's traveling, but
traveling and training.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of extra, you know, income or extra. I don't know. I don't want to say income, but extra, or whatever. If it becomes popular, like, you know, it gets you out there a little bit more, especially with WWE cutting ties with the wrestlers, making them cut ties to things like Twitch and YouTube and things like that. They can't have.
Yeah, I feel like Spotify is going to get really big because a lot of people are getting deals with Spotify now. So who knows? A lot of these might be even more wrestlers coming out saying I'm gonna have a podcast exclusively on Spotify or Sirius XM or some. Probably not. Probably not that, but Spotify is definitely getting popular for podcasters.
Well, if WWE didn't approve it, then
Right.
they can't have one. Like Paige, she had to change hers from the official page to her real name, her Twitch channel, because the WWE was like, any of our contracted people cannot have any access to third party things like Twitch or YouTube or things like that. So
Yeah,
So, yeah.
WWE like made had like a contract with like a company like Spotify or YouTube, probably not YouTube, but like some sort of thing where they could do podcasts on and have wrestlers do podcasts. I think that'd be a pretty good breadwinner, Even though
yeah, I think they do, and that's where like they have the up down down YouTube channel, which is it's that's now I think sponsored by WWE. That's not because that was what's his name from New Day's channel first, and now it's I think officially sponsored by WWE because it's so successful. So yeah, what's his name from the New Day? Dude, I can't remember it, man. Like I'm drawing a blank here.
Kofi Kingston.
No, not Kofi. Oh, he's hurt right now. Shoot.
Everybody knows who Kofi Kingston is, though. So.
Yeah, not Biggie, not Kofi. Other guy. Come on, help me out, Brad. Help me out.
I don't know, man. You watch more wrestling than I do. Only tune in every once in a while.
I'm drawing a blank here. He used to go by Consequences Creed.
You ever like watch a movie and you're like, oh shit, who's that guy? What's his name?
Yeah, like
it's kind of like
I do that. I do that all the time, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's hurt. He he did the trombone. Why can't I remember his name? Hold on. Oops. You know what? I will find out here. So one of the things I don't like about what WWE is doing right now, and is that they're kind of rehashing a story, and I don't know why. They could have put anybody in there. Is what they're giving Nikki Cross another push to go against Bayley at Money or at Clash of Champions. I don't know why they're doing that. If that's going to have something to do with the Alexa Bliss storyline, if that's going to cause her to go, I think maybe that's why. If
and also Bayley's got the whole thing with Sasha Banks. You think that could interfere?
Maybe. No, because it's either one, she's gonna come out and interfere and have Bayley lose the belt or whatever, or Alexa Bliss is gonna turn into the Fiend character or whatever and cause Nikki Cross to lose her championship opportunity. Now, if they pulled that, for her to be doing that, and it'll cause them two to go at it, okay. But if they're just doing it, which WWE typically does, they do stuff just to do it, and it has no rhyme or reason, then I'm not digging it, just because there's so many other women that are in that locker room that could have an opportunity to have a belt, to get in the spotlight, to, not to get a belt, but to have time or whatever, So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but I know that they're gonna put that belt on Sasha. I just hope that they're not gonna give her a little tiny run like all her other championships have been. So we will see. We will see how they do. How they do her. You know what I mean? Because WF has screwed the pooch when it comes to her character. Because she seems weak. I mean, she doesn't seem like she's the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They're probably gonna make some changes to her because actually this probably has nothing to do with it, but she's gonna be in Star Wars now. She's probably gonna do a whole bunch of other stuff, So she might get pretty big.
I think that's why they injured her.
The whole neck brace thing.
Well, I think that I think they already filmed Star Wars. I think they already filmed her thing for Star Wars, because that's why she disappeared
last year before the. Yeah.
Well, because she already had an injury once before and disappeared for a while, and they said she was making her rap album. Was filming Star Wars, because Star Wars is getting ready to premiere in, I think, October?
Yeah, they just announced her being in it too, quite recently.
Yeah, but also, and this is leading off the subject, there's rumors that what's his name, Adrian Pascal, the dude who plays Mondo, the lead character, quit during half the season. So I think maybe possibly
they have to recast him.
Well, they don't actually need to recast anybody, because anybody could be under that thing, and then they could just get a voice person to sound similar to him, So, and he doesn't really have any scenes with the helmet off. There we go. But yeah, I think they already filmed her scenes when she disappeared to make her rap album. So, we'll see. But I think, Sasha Banks is going to be going to get that belt, and I don't think that. I hope that give what's her name, the quote unquote Sister Abigail role to Alexa Bliss, but they haven't said anything with Bray Wyatt or The Fiend make it seem like she's going to be a new Wyatt family member. You know what I mean? On Alexa Bliss's side, so we'll see, man. I'm interested. I'm interested to see what they do with this, man. That's the thing about it, man. When a fan like myself is interested and wants to see where this storyline's going, they need to keep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really like what they did with Cesaro. His character, I don't know if it's going too well for his arc right now.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, he's champ. He's tag team champ.
Yeah. I don't know. Just judging on this SmackDown, it kind of seems like they just hash him in there just for screen time.
Well, I mean, screen time is screen time. That's a paycheck.
That's a good point.
So I'd rather get match time than anything than not. I mean, there's been times where, I would show up for a show. The only thing I'd be put in would be a freaking Royal Rumble, and I'd be like, all this, working out all month, and all I got is a Royal Rumble? Really? Come on. I want a match.
It's like being an understudy in the NFL.
Yeah. It's like I worked too hard all month of running and training and lifting and doing all that stuff, showing up early just to be in a Royal Rumble. Come on. So even if it's a quick match, I'd rather be in one of those than like people don't realize it's not about winning or losing. It's about getting in there and getting your time in.
Well,
but yeah,
winning and losing is predetermined anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're doing though with the Lucha House Party. I don't know what they're doing with that. They're breaking them up obviously, but it's kind of like, who cares? I don't. Like, okay, they break them up, then what? On 205 Live, because obviously they can't hang on SmackDown without each other because they're an attraction. You know what I'm saying? They're an attraction. They need each other, and now they're breaking them up. Then what? They're gonna split them up, put them on 205 Live against each other. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So they're taking away screen time from people that I would care about. Like, I want to see Mustafa, and they moved him to Raw. I was thinking they were going to give him to Raw, and they've given him nothing. So that what?
Probably not gonna go back to that either. And actually, I don't know. They might. It depends, but it seems like a lot of the times they'll just forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing for him was getting hurt, because he was the one that was supposed to be. Kofi Mania happened because he got hurt. And I was supposed to take Daniel Bryan's title, but he got hurt. Kofi Kingston in there, and so and after that, after he came back, they had nothing for him. What are they gonna do? Kofi Mania happened. They can't just throw him in the same position that Kofi was in. People aren't gonna accept that. So the writers had nothing for him. So I feel bad. For him. Hell, you know what? I honestly would have accepted him as coming back as a heel. And turning
that
and
would
doing.
have been pretty neat to see.
To see Mustafa come back as a heel, like being like this positive guy that is like, it was supposed to be like,
do
this
start
positive
pulling stuff like that, more. Then I think ratings would probably do better. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're doing pretty good right now, but
no, Raw's actually low. Raw's ratings are low right now.
Oh,
yeah. So
it's probably the reason I've been liking Raw too much lately. But I don't know, if they start doing stuff like that, I think they could probably do pretty good. I mean, that's what they did back then. It seems like they had better story arcs, better writers maybe.
Yeah, I think what they need to do is they need to start having more people that understand wrestling, fans. Hell, I can write better storylines because I remember in arcs that they did and stuff like that. They need to have people that understand it, and I think they'll have a lot better programming, than people that are just kind of, that don't understand. Like, even Vince McMahon has got out of touch, like, with wrestling. Vince McMahon has lost what got him there,
Yeah,
and
the thing with Vince McMahon is, I'm pretty sure he's still running the company, right?
Yeah.
He's getting pretty old now. One of these days he's either gonna have to like give it to one of his kids or something, or to somebody else. It depends.
Well, I mean, look what Triple H has done for NXT. Triple H has brought NXT to way better than just being known as a training ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a whole TV special.
Now is being more. It's another brand.
Yeah.
It's
Series, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's SmackDown, there's Raw, and then there's NXT. And NXT used to just be like the training.
Yeah, and it's funny because sometimes I prefer NXT over both Raw and SmackDown. NXT could get pretty good sometimes.
Yeah, because they're not afraid to try.
And that's where the new guys go usually.
Yeah, I mean, like what's his name even went back to NXT because like he felt he had better opportunity to go back there, and he took he's champion. So it's just sometimes you got better opportunities there. Some people I think are bigger than NXT, and they brought him up, like Keith Lee. They just brought up. I don't know if he has the microphone presence yet because he does a lot of pausing. Maybe that's his stick, but it seemed like he had more flow when it was in NXT. But now that he's on Raw, he does a lot of, well, I beg to differ. But when he was in NXT, it was like, I beg to differ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like it flowed a lot better and a lot. I don't know. That's just me. But we'll see, man. We'll see how things go and see how things get better and see if they will or won't. Or
yeah, I think out of the brands, I'm pretty sure Raw is one of the oldest ones that's still around because I believe that's from the early '90s, like '93ish.
Oh no, it is. It is the oldest one because SmackDown just made their 1100th episode tonight. Was there
right.
That they just did 100. That was like their thing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think they either started in like the late '90s, early 2000s. I'm pretty sure, but I think NXT is probably the newest brand.
Oh yeah, it is. And I remember when SmackDown started, it was The Rock's show. It started out as a special, and it wasn't even going to be like a thing. It was like it started out on UPN, and it was just going to be like a special. I think they were going to just try it out to see. It got picked up, and they started as a show. So yeah. Oh, one thing that we didn't talk about tonight was the mystery woman. Now, it's been figured out. Internet sleuths. It's Carmella. They showed a little bit more in tonight's episode, so you can definitely tell it's Carmella. Unless they pull a switcheroo real quick. That's Carmella. So that's. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Staten Island princess. I don't know what they're doing with her. I don't know if they're taking her back that route. If they're gonna one character that they've been trying to pull time that they haven't been able to get, which is remember. Well, I don't know if you were even watching wrestling then, but there was a time where they were trying to get this character out, and they tried so many times, and I don't but they kept trying to repackage.
That's how long ago it was.
They kept trying to repackage a female wrestler to being this like supermodel. I don't know.
Sounds like something they do in the Divas.
Basically turn a wrestler into a diva, eye candy, or whatever. Oh. And they tried to do it with Emma, and then they tried to turn her into Emelina.
Yeah,
they did.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, they made this whole thing where she was doing like this transformation and blah blah blah. Did this reveal, and then the very next episode, she was back to Emma because she couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, they probably got a lot of angry emails from fans or
Like,
something.
she came out on stage. She was like, "I am Emelina," and then
Yeah, she probably got pushed too far. So
and it
no,
was like,
I'm not doing this anymore.
yeah, she was like, "I ain't doing it. Nope, I'm not doing this crap. This is not nope. No, sirree, Bob. I'm not doing this."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the divas were just eye candy anyway. Like I think that was
Yeah,
their original purpose.
essentially yes. Essentially yes. It was.
I prefer how it is with the women's matches nowadays, personally.
Yeah, from what the wrestlers, I call them wrestlers because that's what they are. They're not divas. The divas division is gone. They are wrestlers. I've said before on multiple of our shows that we've done, and we talk about I enjoy the women's wrestling, men's wrestling right now. I feel like they're better storytellers. That's what I look forward to. Now, are the men coming back? Yeah, of course they are. But the women are doing their thing. Do they have a standout? Of course, Asuka. I'm always gonna love me some Asuka. I love me Asuka. I don't have Becky Lynch anymore. Charlotte's gone. So the women have a time with it right now. Somebody can step it up. Somebody can take that brass ring and step it up. But who's going to be that person? Who's going to take that ball and run with it? That's what I want to know. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Transferring her out to Raw.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think we're allowed to say the word on YouTube, but the whole situation with the country, for the last year, or almost last year, that's probably ruined quite a bit the things they're planning on with the WWE.
Yeah, well, especially with the live shows, but I like what they're doing now with having people come in like this. Is it the same? No, but it's
pretty creative.
Yeah, I definitely I find it than what I've seen in the NBA and NFL or any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So I definitely, because athletes feed off of fan reaction. Like
yeah, the MLB had something like that. I'm pretty sure too. That was almost just,
no, they had cutouts. They had cardboard cutouts.
Oh.
Yeah, go watch a major league game right now on TV. They have cardboard cutouts. I was like, what?
Oh, I thought they had something with Zoom calls too or something. I don't know if they even use Zoom or not. They could use anything, but they could have their own service or whatever. But I don't know what the WWE did. I think they did the best.
Yeah, because they have, and they're also pumping in like extra loud crowd noises, taped like crowd noises and stuff like that, like the boos and the yays and all that stuff. Those are all like extra loud crowd noises because like the fans and stuff that are in there, like they're reacting, they're like, yeah, but TV screens and people are, you can't get those noises from the TV, you know what I mean? So they're pumping those noises in from old
they're stock. They're stock.
Yeah, they're stock. So it's like I like it because sometimes I forget, and that's honestly makes me feel good again as a fan watching from home. It makes me feel because I see fans in the thing and I hear, so it kind of just
It was really cool when I think AJ Styles he was on the ground because I think he got flipped into a table or something. But he was right next to like a bunch of screens, like a bunch of TVs of people, and they're all freaking out. That was pretty cool.
yeah. Or and then when Roman Reigns, I think it was Roman Reigns got crashed right into the crowd, like when they crashed right into the crowd, and then one of the kids was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Oh
oh.
yeah. Or was I thinking Roman Reigns? I don't know.
Yeah, there was a thing where
Bad
like they
memory.
went through like there was like one where they went through like the barrier and then Jimmy Uso jumped onto I think it was Jimmy Uso maybe it was, I don't know, but like Roman Reigns landed right on the like I have to go back and watch, but yeah, so that was
Hey, well, if that was you as a kid,
oh, I would have lost it. I would have
yeah.
lost it. That would have been like, but see, I don't know how it appears like from like if I was watching this, I don't know how it looks to them. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I think it just like it would be, you'd be watching it on their TV screen, and you'd probably see yourself on the computer, and you'd probably see yourself on the computer on the screen.
Maybe. One of the things I'm gonna try and do is I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to get in there. If I
Our
can
next
get us on,
video, we got on SmackDown.
yeah, I'm trying to get us on there, man. Like every time they have one, I'm computer like, but it's hard, man. Like, cause like they sell out so quick. They sell out so quick.